Hi everyone, this is John again with my series of gripes with the 6M investigation tool. This video is gripe number 2, how they're used. In the last video we went over how the 6M's are taught. You list the 6M's, create a fishbone diagram, put the 6M's into the headers, then start listing possible causes associated with each one. In this slide, you can see an example 6M diagram used for a major investigation I previously worked on. This is what the investigation team came up with during our brainstorming. I've simplified everything here because I don't want it to be too easy to pinpoint where these examples occurred in my career. For this investigation, a customer had failing test results for one of our products. The team put together the fishbone diagram as taught, then they started listing causes. When the team had a few potential causes in each category, they felt comfortable they had exhausted the areas that needed examining. I was new to this product. I wanted to understand the manufacturing process from beginning to end. Because people tend to be comfortable with the fishbone diagram, I used that format to help me outline the process. As you can see by these very basic steps, we received raw materials, processed them in bulk manufacturing, filled them into vials, applied a cap and labeled them, tested them on site, shipped them, and then the customer tested them. The causes the investigation team wanted to look further into, I wanted to see where they fell in this diagram, and this is what that looked like. You can see where the team put most of their focus, and where our investigation was going to have some gaps. Even though the team had multiple causes under each of the 6M's, there were no plans to investigate the raw materials or bulk manufacturing. Almost all causes fell under filling and packaging. This is just one example of an underfilled 6M fishbone diagram. I get it, it's easy to point to this as one example where it was used incorrectly, but I see this thought process time and again when the 6M tool is used. So what does that tell me? It's very tempting to think that because you have multiple examples under each of the 6M's, that you've had a sufficient brainstorming session. Don't fall into that trap. Make sure you understand your process and your problem well enough to know what factors really need to be accounted for. If you're still married to the 6M's, a better process would be to use a diagram like this. Make a 6M diagram coming off of each of your process steps. I know it looks kind of funny, but this will give you a much better grasp of your situation. You can really see some gaps when you just do a regular 6 compared to a regular 6M. So that's my thoughts for this. Thank you again for listening. I hope this is helpful.